I'd be upset too if my competition had the better movie. Hey everybody, I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino, and today we're going to talk about the return of the king in Kong Skull Island. At the end of the Vietnam War, a team of people of diverse professions goes on an expedition to an uncharted island, each with their own reasons for doing so. When they arrive, their choppers are attacked by the massive Kong, king of the island. When those that survive catch their bearings, some of them begin to discover the secrets of the island, all the while one of them goes on a quest for revenge. First things first, unlike 2014's Godzilla, when Kong is on screen, things happen. Whether it be crazy action or actual giant ape character development, every time Kong is on screen, it matters. I did have an issue that there was a pretty decent lull in the middle of the movie where there was little to no Kong. My only advice to the makers of the future films, the time for teasing is over. The CG in the movie was quite impressive. There are a lot of interesting creatures besides Kong that look really cool. While the majority of the detail went to Kong, other creatures such as the skull crawlers are pretty impressive as well. The weakest part of the movie is unfortunately most of the human characters. I think the major problem is that there are so many of them that most of them feel pretty generic. For example, the movie spends some time setting up Tom Hiddleston's tracker character. He could have easily been one of the soldiers in Sam Jackson's group and not much would have changed. When it comes to the characters by actor, it goes like this. Hiddleston is there for the money, but he's looking for a cause. Brie Larson is there to further her career, but finds a new cause to follow. John Goodman is there to prove that monsters exist. Sam Jackson is there because he didn't want the Vietnam War to end and is looking for a reason to not stop fighting, and he does find it, etc. Another problem is knowing that Warner Brothers is setting these movies up to be a franchise, so some of the characters are pretty obvious setup ones. The best human character of the movie is by far John C. Reilly's lost World War II pilot. He has been stuck on Skull Island ever since he crashed onto it during the war. He is the funniest, most knowledgeable, and frankly the most interesting human character in the movie. He has the best lines and the most complete character arc, including its finale. He has dreams of enjoying a dog and a beer at Wrigley Field, which of course leads to some topical sports references. In all honesty, I feel that the more interesting human story for this movie would have been his years stuck on the island and learning about his surroundings, but that's just me. Lastly, there are a couple of things that I want to talk about here in the end. First, it has already been confirmed that we will be getting the massive monster rematch over 50 years in the making. Oh, and decades old spoiler alert, Kong technically won the first battle. That being said, this being Warner Brothers, the two will probably fight for a bit, but then figure out that both of their mothers were named Martha and then decide to fight against the bad guys together. Secondly, I normally only run this fun little graphic for Marvel Studios movies because, well, they're Marvel movies, but given that 3 of the actors in this are in Marvel movies already, one is the future Miss Marvel, oh, and while technically not a Marvel movie, Doctor Doom is also in this, plus there is an after credit scene, I'll just give this a little update. Yeah, there we go, perfect. While this is a flawed movie, what works really works well and makes this movie a lot of fun. If you go to a movie about Kong for the human characters, well, does anybody really do that? The point is, you go to see Kong and Kong delivers. As always, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Kong Skull Island? Feel free to comment on it down below, give this video a like, and subscribe to The Real Gino YouTube channel. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Till next time.